In this video, I'm peeling back the curtain and showing you exactly how hard it is to sell your first $100,000 on Amazon. If you haven't started Amazon or you're just getting started, I know that's going to seem like a really big, lofty goal. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the amount of money you're going to need to spend to sell $100,000. I'm going to be showing you an example product, the types of products that are going to let you sell $100,000 on Amazon. And then I'm going to go ahead and give you some specific actionable steps that you can use to go get started and start making serious money on Amazon. But if you guys are brand new to the channel, my name's Warner Fields from Fields of Profit. I'm a full-time seven-figure Amazon seller. Back in 2018, I started by selling used books with about $1,500 in my bank account. And fast forward to today, and I sell over $2 million a year on Amazon, pretty much all from my desk, sitting from home with a team that does most of the work for me. So I've seen Amazon completely change my life, and I want that for you too. So I'm super excited to get into the nitty-gritty in this video. Okay, so jumping into Amazon here, I want to show you guys a quick example of a winning product, the type of stuff you're going to want to be on the lookout for. And these are the types of products that I've been able to sell over $4 million worth of. You guys can literally do the same exact thing. So I buy products like this name brand tea right here over on Amazon. We can see that it's selling for about 45 bucks. Right now, the price is about $43. Pretty consistently, the price has been about $46. This is one simple tool called Keepa. This is 20 bucks a month. It's going to show me, how consistent prices might be over time. This is our product research tool, SellerAmp, and I'm using it in this case to figure out how profitable we're going to be on an item like this. So for example here, I found this product. It's a 6-pack of these teas. We can buy them from Walmart for about $4 a box, a little less than $4 a box. If you add that all up, throw them in a bag together and ship it off to Amazon, you're going to be able to sell those 6 packs for anywhere from, you can see 43 bucks up to 46 bucks, depending on, the time of day, depending on the pricing, all that kind of stuff. So, even at 43 bucks, you're still making $7 every single time you send in a 6-pack of these, you're still making that $7 profit right there. So if this is a new concept to you, I know it seems pretty insane that we can sell name brand products just like this one on Amazon. And so now that I've shown you an example of a winning product here, I want to give you a super quick product demo on finding your next product, right? So you can start from this exact product if you guys are ready to start selling on Amazon yourselves. Go to this ASIN right there, and then down here on SellerAmp, you're going to scroll down to the offers tab. Once you get down here, all of the sellers on this listing are selling this exact product, right? And there's a good shot that some of them bought it from Walmart as well, right? So using that knowledge, that reasoning, right? If they bought this product from Walmart and flipped it on Amazon, some of the other stuff in their storefront is probably also bought from Walmart, Target, Walgreens, and flipped on their Amazon storefront, right? So now that we've found one example profitable product, once you guys have one product, or if you don't have any products yet, go to something like this that we show in videos. There's tons more videos on my channel that show you how to source products, so you can start from any of those as well. But really, I'm just going to go ahead and open up one of these storefronts here. And like I said, I'm not going to go into super great detail here. I want to get to the real nitty gritty stuff in this video. We got plenty of videos like this on the channel, but as I get through here, I'm looking for items that I think I can buy for this max cost option right here on SellerAmp, right? So I can get a super detailed breakdown of anyone's storefront on Amazon. I can see the exact products they're selling, the exact brands they're selling, the exact categories. And then if something seems interesting, or if there's a brand I've never heard of and I want to do a little bit more research on that, I can dig a little bit further, right? So something like this maybe catches my eye a little bit. It's just kind of a simple toy. It's saying that if we buy it for 18 bucks, then we're going to be profitable. And so I don't know much about this product. It seems like it's maybe Amazon exclusive, but if we hit the Google button there, we're going to be able to confirm whether or not we can get it anywhere else on the internet, right? So it's just going to grab that title for us. It's going to plug it into Google. Seems like Walmart might be the only other option because, like I was saying, I think this is genuinely kind of an exclusive there. That could be it there. But yeah, seems like it's sold by somebody who's not Walmart. So this is probably just sold by Amazon, right? So as you're looking through these storefronts, can I buy this item for that cost? If I think I can, I'm going to hit the Google button and it's going to search that item for me, and I can dig a little bit deeper, right? So the magic comes with coupons and figuring out what brands are good, all that good stuff. Like I said, I'm not going to go into any more detail on sourcing. If you guys are interested in this process and want to do a deep dive on finding your next product, I'm going to put a video right up here. You guys can check that one out. But next, I want to talk about how much money you actually need to sell $100,000 on Amazon, right? So to figure out how much money you genuinely need here, I built this spreadsheet for some of our students. I'm just going to go ahead and plug in some basic numbers here, right? So let's say so far you've sold $10,000 on Amazon and you've spent $5,000 on products to make that happen. That's a pretty standard breakdown on Amazon. You might end up, a percent or two above or below, but that's going to be a pretty standard breakdown of what your buy buy cost to revenue is going to look like, right? So that's going to mean that if your desired revenue is to sell $100,000, and just kind of multiplying that math out a little bit more, right? That means you're going to need to spend $50,000. And this is, per month. At the point I'm in my business, we're able to spend about $100,000 a month on product, all just buying from retail websites, just like Walmart, Ulta, that kind of stuff, right? So it is very, very doable. And if you guys see this $50,000 number here and, oh, that's what I need to sell $100,000, I'm not interested at all. Think about how fast the money can compound on Amazon as well, right? So for me, like I said, I started with $1,500, but because I kept investing that money back into my Amazon business, I was able to grow that lump sum, right? So that $1,500 became $2,000, and then $2,000 became $3,000. And now every time we spend $100,000, we're able to make another $20,000 to $40,000 on that and then reinvest. Next month we've got $130,000 now, right? So the snowball grows very, very fast. It's super fun to talk with Amazon sellers who they're at that stage in their business where the snowball is starting to pick up. It's like, all right, I did 30 last month. Now I'm doing 50. Now I'm doing 70. It's super, super fun. So if you guys aren't there yet, just remember it does compound. You don't have to have all $50,000 right now. And so in terms of what that means for profit, right? I know that's the other question on everybody's mind is, so what? I can sell $100,000, but if I'm not making anything, then who cares, right? So that's where the other side of this calculator comes into play. So on that $5,000 that you spent, let's say that you made about $1,700. That would be profit. So really you've turned $5,000 into about $7,000, maybe a little bit less. That's going to be a historical ROI of 35%. So every time you spend $1, you make 35 cents in profit, right? So on that 35% ROI, typically for an Amazon business for online arbitrage, you're going to end up somewhere between 10 to 25% true net profit, depending on where you're buying, what categories you're in, what volume you're at. And so I think that 17% is a pretty good number to shoot for. And that would be about what that 35% ROI works out for. And so that same thing would apply, right? So if you want to profit $17,000 on that $100,000 that you sold, then you need to be able to spend $50,000, right? So you can break this down in whatever terms you want. This calculator has it down to monthly. So if you want to profit $17,000 a month, the only thing you need to do to make $17,000 is be able to spend about $1,600 a day, right? So I say only, for those of you guys who are just getting started, that probably sounds insane, and it will take a while for you to get there, but I've seen people scale to this point in their business in well under a year if they take it seriously. And one more thing I want to add to the conversation about how much money you genuinely need to sell on Amazon is for you to have sold $100,000 on year one on Amazon, let's just say, you're going to be able to compound your money about 6 times. So we're kind of getting into the weeds on those numbers here. If you start your Amazon business with about $5,000 to $6,000, the way that you can compound your money on Amazon, even just at 30% every 2 months, that's going to give you enough capital by the end of the year for you to have sold a little over $100,000. That's going to mean that you've spent over $50,000 as long as you keep reinvesting that money. So at least for me, when I break it down in terms of monthly returns, all that kind of stuff, it makes that goal way more achievable, especially if you're a brand new seller. That $100,000 goal probably seems insane. So really, if you got 5 to 6 grand, keep spending, keep being profitable with it, learn that method that we kind of briefly broke down there, and you will be well on your way to $100,000 in sales. So with that said, I also want to break down some of the things that I see super successful Amazon sellers do who are able to succeed right from the jump. They're able to hit $100,000 in sales super quickly because I want to see you guys succeed, right? I don't want you to be sitting at the desk job. I want you to have that freedom that I've been able to find in my early 20s, right? So the first thing that I see a lot of super successful sellers do right as they jump in is that they beat the misconceptions about selling on Amazon. So there's a lot of bad information thrown around out there. Number one, a big thing I can think of is ungating, right? So even as you're watching the beginning of that video, you're like, sure, I can sell that tea, but how do I get ungated? Normal people can't get approved to sell name brands on Amazon. They can actually, right? So if you don't know how to get ungated, there's other guides on my channel that show you how to do it. You can literally just buy from the retailer, buy from a wholesaler, submit that invoice for the brand to Amazon, and you're good to go, right? So the most successful Amazon sellers are able to power through misconceptions like, getting ungated and, it's too saturated, or all these other things that you hear about Amazon that just simply aren't true. They're able to power through the misconceptions because they go out and they actually put in the work, right? That's the next thing that I see successful Amazon sellers do. Successful Amazon sellers are self-starters, right? So instead of having to go out and, pay somebody to ask them a question about Amazon, all that kind of stuff, good, profitable, fast-growing Amazon sellers are self-starters. They know how to use Google. They're plugging stuff into ChatGPT. They're not only figuring things out on their own, but they're also networking. Networking is a huge one. And I would also call that point number 3, right? So if you do not have a group of Amazon sellers that you can talk with, that you can network with, that you can share ideas, you're going to be way behind those other sellers who do, right? It's way harder to be an Amazon seller who's alone than an Amazon seller who's put themselves out of the comfort zone a little bit. They've had some weird, awkward conversations, but then they've found their group, right? They found 2 or 3 guys or girls that they can share the journey with. And one thing, if you don't have that network, I know a lot of you guys watching would love to have that network of people to just share ideas with. And that should be encouraging, right? You're not the only person who wants other people to share ideas with. So jump into free Discord communities. We have the Amazon Launchpad, which is great for beginners. There's over 50,000 Amazon sellers in there sharing a ton of information. You guys can jump in there with the link down below, start interacting in the Discord, start answering people's questions for them once you know the answers, slide into the DMs, say, hey, do you want to hop on Zoom? Let's source some products together. That is absolutely massive. And that was some of the biggest stuff that early on when I was doing, $10,000, $20,000 on my own, as soon as I started talking to other Amazon sellers, I went from $10,000 to $20,000 a month to very quickly doing $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month, all just because I was able to expand my horizons, learn new things that I would not have been able to learn without talking to other seasoned Amazon sellers. The other thing that I see successful Amazon sellers do to hit that $100,000 sales goal is that they're able to power through the learning curve, right? There is a wealth of free information out there for you guys. I genuinely don't think it's been easier for new sellers to come in to learn about Amazon ever before. Back in my day, it took forever to learn anything. No one was teaching anyone about ungating, and now a lot of that information is common knowledge for you to use, right? So you can either sit around, wait for other people to take advantage of it, or you can jump in, find the free information, self-start. My YouTube channel is a great place to start. My free Discord server is a great place to start. And there's tons of other people putting out tons of awesome free information for you guys. So take advantage of this time, right? And all of that is out there because the learning curve is so strong, right? I will be completely honest with you guys. This business is not passive. This business is not easy. And there is a steep learning curve. That's why I can sit on here and teach you exactly how to sell on Amazon. Literally my whole channel. If you just do that, you will be a profitable Amazon seller. But 95% of the people watching this video are not going to take action. They're not going to be serious about their business. So I want you to prove me wrong, right? Prove me wrong. Go take action. Go power through the learning curve, because after a month or two, things are going to start to click. It's going to take hours for you to find your first product, right? If it takes you less than a few hours to find your first products, then congrats, you're a genius. I wasn't like you, but just be aware that it is going to take a while for you to find those first products, right? But after month 1, month 2, things will start clicking. Month 3, month 4, it's like, oh, things are making sense. And then a year from now, you've put consistent effort into this business and you will win, right? Because I genuinely can't think of anyone that has tried at this business for 3, 6 months, a whole year, and still failed, right? If you put in daily effort, the business will give you something out, right? If you don't put in daily effort, if you're not putting in the work to the business is not going to work for you. So with all that in mind, I want to leave you guys with some free resources that will genuinely help you get started on the right foot. Number one is that free Discord that's going to be linked down below. Tons of Amazon sellers for you to get connected with. The second thing is going to be that sourcing video. I'm going to put it up here again. If you want to go find your first product, take action right now. Literally right now, go find your first product, watch that video. You're going to be the action taker that wins. I'll put that up there for you guys. And then the last thing, just drop any comments, questions, anything like that you guys want me to answer down below. Always super happy to answer those for you guys. If you guys did find value from this video, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. That adds some value back to my business for helping you guys out. But I really appreciate you guys watching this video, and I will see you next time.